Good morning and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, with your host, Bob Pace. I hope to help you on this horrible encounter you may have had with a government public entity that is supposed to help families, not tear them apart. My experience is firsthand. I too am a victim of CPS. They have destroyed my life, and I know they're destroying yours. Why? Well, one of the main reasons is we don't know about them. We're ambush. We are really ambushed by a government entity that is supposed to protect our children from neglect and abuse, but instead, this particular agency has gone rogue in about 50% of the child protection cases that I've heard from. Um, well, there's been over 2,500 people I've talked to, and all of them have something in common, including myself. They've taken advantage of our situation because most of us uh, that are involved is through no fault of our own. It's only because of economics. I mean, at the time it happened to me, it was a slow process, and it's like relenting. And I did not know the depth of what this agency is about. But all of you have helped me. All of you have helped me. I have a big family here, and hello, uh, Mrs. Cook, Colexum Cook, Dorothy Cook from North Carolina. Thank you that you care. I'm so glad to see you here. Now, I try to do every show differently and try to talk about different topics and try to make it entertainment. What really helps me is if you all react with me. This is an interactive live stream. Now, I'm a very loving and caring individual. And I want to help you. But in order to help you, I need to hear from you. And there's lots of ways. There's lots of ways. We're all on this road of life. I mean, I call it a journey. And I picture a train, a locomotive train, carrying a bunch of cars with people going to different destinations. I don't know if you know the book called Polar Express or the movie about a boy on a train. Um, it rides the rails. And when I depicted the rails, this is kind of interesting. There are two rails. The left rail I call the rail of life. It's a circle of life. See, life goes in circles. There are big circles and small circles. And I got that a lot from The Lion King, where a father teaches his son. And it's like we don't know what's in store for us. There's this entity that we encounter called the Child Protection System. It has different names, and it's easy for me just to say CPS, the Child Protection System. So the CPS system was created in 62, and Congress passed a good idea. It mandated that social service would create a group of individuals, social workers, that protect our children from neglect and abuse. Now, 75% of the cases are neglect and 25 are abuse. These are statistics research. And we've had a caller. Wow. Good morning. You've reached the live stream with Bob Pace. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? Well, sure. This is Carrie from Wilmington, Delaware. Pardon? Oh, you're in Burke County. This is Georgia. Yeah, yeah. And I'm so sorry that you encountered this situation that brings you to here. This is really hard. So, what's the latest? What's the latest, Carrie Sampson?
Go to Richmond County. Richmond County said I wasn't, they don't see my name in the system, so I had to call the public defender personally and see if I could get any information out of her, but she's not giving me any information. The only thing she told me in the email like 2 days ago is, well, it's more than what it is. It's a city matter. So it's not like a city matter situation going on, but she don't know any information. And everything that was ruled by the judge, I gotta follow what the judge says. But like I was telling her, if she could just get the transcript, you can know exactly what the judge said. But she said she can't get that because she don't have it in money. So I'm on the website right now. This is who I need your advice on. I'm on a website right now trying to see if I can get the transcripts myself. I even called the number, but I'm having a hard time trying to log in. Like I never heard of this website, so when I went to the courthouse and they gave me a website to go to sign in to get the transcript, but by me calling around, I'm not even in the system. Only thing they were telling me is family, like she's a family attorney, and I have to talk to my family attorney, public defender. But like I said, she's not giving me information. She's just telling me what I gotta do. So this is why I need your advice on Bob. I have court coming up, and I want to tell the judge so badly because I have all the proof that I was cooperating way before I had to go to court. I just don't know if the judge is going to hear me because the last 2 times I've seen him, he was giving me I don't care attitude. And yes, it was other people in court seeing him, but when it was time for me to talk, he didn't want to hear nothing I got to say. He didn't want to get the proof that I have, and I feel like this time I go to court, he's still not gonna listen to me. And yes, I've been completely cooperative about this whole situation. I just don't know where I'm going for. I still don't know why they took my children from me. They saying domestic violence, that's not true. So they got me taking family classes. They got me taking domestic violence classes. They got me taking psychological classes. They got me taking all these stuff that people come from the house, ask 100 different questions. And I answer 100 different questions. They go back and then tell my caseworker what their result is, and then whatever they tell my caseworker is not going to talk to me about what the result is. She's going to automatically tell the judge, and this is where I need help. I can't. You already know I can't afford a real attorney. So, and by me trying to practice this in Davis, he only know law about like California. So it's not like he can tell me exactly what I need to do, especially with the state, with laws for Georgia. That's why I'm saying if he could help me, I can't afford him. And if I tell him to look up for the 15 minutes talk that I talked to him, it's going to take him a while just to research what I got to do to talk to me about this stuff that I need to know that's to go to court. And like I said, that's kind of like wasting up my 15 minutes with him. And now I still have a top position, David. But just by me listening to him, he only talks about California law. I need someone that can help me in Georgia law. And because I'm basically have to do this by myself, like I've been doing. Go to the judge, tell the judge what's going on, what's been going on. But like I said, I want him to hear me. So my advice, I just need some advice to see. Can you give me some advice to make the judge hear me? I know I probably have to go up my First Amendment, but I just need him, Mr. Bob.
Yeah. Well, here's my question. Have you tried to go to the courthouse where the clerk is, the clerk that has the records? Have you tried to talk to the clerk of the court?
I do try to talk to him.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You can go to the clerk and ask her that you want to make copies of certain documents. Now, you have your case number, right? You have a number, right? Well, uh, well, every case will have a number. In order for them to get funding, they have to have a number. Uh, it doesn't. I mean, yeah. Let me. I'm trying to help you here. Now they have a phone number of the Burke County, um, Georgia Department of Human Services that tells you the number you can report. They also have another number for questions. Um, I'm trying to help you get to your case. Let me see here. Now, do you know where your kids are at the moment? Okay. Right. But now they're in foster care. Do you have visitation rights with your children right now at the moment? Do you have visitations with your children? So they now when you right, they do allow you that then, right? Okay, so that's their idea of giving it there. Wow, wow. Do you have any kind of support group or network of people that can help you there in Burke County? Do you have anybody there? Okay, all right, okay. Uh, okay, okay. Uh, Hold on one second. We have someone else that came in the room that I'm going to answer. Don't go anywhere, Carrie. Hold on. Okay. Uh, Alma Star, welcome, Alma Star. Uh, you had a meeting with Vincent set up on Monday evening, set up, but he never showed up. Alma Star, you need to write to Grace at vincentwdavis.com. Grace at vincentwdavis.com. And you got to tell her that you had your meeting set up, you were there, but he never showed. Now, today is Friday. That's 4 days later, Ahmed Star. You should have told him that day on Monday. Uh, so, Ahmed Star, you need to email my show producer, Grace, at vincentwdavis.com. I'm going to put her I'm going to put her email up, okay? There's her email, grace at vincentwdavis.com. You send your email to her, it's on my screen, and you tell her that you had a meeting with Vincent set up for the last Monday. He never showed up. And you need to reschedule that, Grace, okay? I mean, no, with Grace. You got to reschedule that, Alma, with Grace. Okay, back to Carrie. We have Carrie that somehow cannot communicate with all these people, which is hard to believe that no one will talk to you. Have you physically gone in to the courthouse, to the clerk's office? Have you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and when you spoke to the clerk, did you ever ask her, "Can I get a copy of reports?" They should have a computer there that the public can use, and you just put in your case number and look it up. Now, if you only have your children's
Yes.
case, Well, it's public. You have a right to ask from the clerk. The clerk doesn't work with the child protection system there in Burke County. Okay. If she's not helping you, did you ask? Could you speak to a supervisor?
With my public defender, I told them my public defender name, and when I told her my public defender name, they gave me her office, and I called their office, which I've been calling for a while now. No one's calling me back from her office, and I even tried to text her and ask her, and yes, Mr. Bob, I told her that I would go to the state board if she won't give me no information with my case. She still refused to give me any information. Only thing she's telling me is it's out of her hands and it's up to the judge. But what she's not understanding is whatever the judge is saying, he did not say that in court. It's just about what my caseworker said and whatever he agreed on. I still haven't received any letters other than the letter that he said, hey, I gave them permission to take your kids, but it wasn't the same day they took my baby. So that's why I'm saying the government system is not no help at all in Burke County, and I'm all by myself trying to figure it out. And what my spirit is telling me to do is wait till I go back to court, which is August 28th, to tell the judge, like, hey, you didn't even hear me out the last 2 times. And this is why I was telling you, I'm going to just ask him, is he going to let me do my First Amendment? Is he going to let me talk and tell him what's going on in my case? Because the last 2 times he didn't hear me, and when I did try to talk to him, he gave me I don't care attitude. And like I said, he did have other people before me that he had to see. And you know how judges get very agitated working with cases, and then when it's your time's up to talk to the judge already fed up and ready to go home. And that's the energy I got from him every time I talk to him. But I want to be prepared next time I go to court, Mr. Bob. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to be prepared now. I'm trying to get transcripts. I got documents already. I just need transcripts. I want my attorney to tell me why in the world I had to go to court in the first place. I even asked her that in the email, like, do you know why I had to go to court in the first place? And do you know why I asked for a public defender? She did not answer that question. So it's back on me now, and it seems like when I go to court, I gotta basically lay all this down on the judge, and what the judge is gonna do now, I think, because the whole things I'm gonna ask for is another judge, another court defendant, another caseworker, and for him to give me my kids back since they took my kids wrongfully. But he can only tell me no for the court defendant and my caseworker, but regardless of the fact, if he can listen to me and tell and hear my reason of why I need another public defender and why I need another caseworker and why I'm asking for another judge, and I can explain to him, you didn't hear me the last 2 times I talked to you, but I don't want to make him upset, and I don't want him to overrule all that stuff, and he won't give me a chance to talk. And then my kids be still in the system, and then they set another court date and still be the same old stuff. You know what I'm saying? The same old stuff. Because now I'm receiving text messages from my kids' teachers saying, okay, hey, your student, not your student, because that's what they call it, your student. I need information for your students. So that just tells me that my worker did not do her job and transfer my kids school stuff from whatever they're going to school at now, if that makes sense. Because they started school where they at now, since they're in my uh, custody. We just started school this, about to start school next week. But, we did open house like 2 days ago, but I didn't go because I don't have my kids. But I'm getting text messages that say, hey, I'm your kid teacher. And that just tells me that my caseworker didn't do her job to transfer my kid's stuff to the wherever he is now, whatever my boys are at yet. And I'm tired, Mr. Bob. All this stuff is bothering me. I have to keep going to the hospital because I'm having high blood pressure. I'm under a lot of stress. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. No one's trying to help me, Mr. Bob. And like I said, I want Victor Davis to be my attorney. Of course I do. I just can't afford him. And I have to do this by myself. And I need to know some kind of information to go to court for to make the judge listen to me. This is why I called you today, so you can see if you can help me in any kind of way. Because it's about, I'm tired. I can't get no information from my caseworker. I can't get no information from her supervisor. My caseworker telling me that I have to talk to her attorney to get the information I need as far as, my case plans and stuff. And then she still want me to meet up with her and talk to her about whatever, which I don't want to, but if I don't, then I ain't gonna get my kids back. That's what she's telling me. So, and then I'm taking drug tests, I'm taking family classes, I'm taking psychological. I don't even know why I have to take the psychological stuff, but I'm taking all this stuff without any information. I'm doing all this stuff without information on what I have to do, and I told her I'm not in a domestic violence situation. She don't want to hear that from me. She want to hear that from the people that she called to schedule, to talk to me. So she'll request something, then they'll call me to set up an appointment. They talk to me, and then if I do that, then it's okay for the judge. If I don't do that, then the judge gonna like, well, you ain't cooperating, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. So I should give you. So that's basically what it is. If you ain't gonna cooperate what I tell you to do, why you want your kids back? That's basically the energy I'm getting from everybody.
Yeah. I found something in Burke County here. It's called the Georgia Department of Human Services. Have you heard of them? Carrie? Carrie, are you still there, Carrie? I'm talking about the Georgia Department of Human Services, DHS. Have you talked to them? Well, let me try to give you. You got a paper and pencil because I have some phone numbers and an email. Sure. Okay. It's the Georgia Department of Human Services. The number they give me is called the Customer Contact Center. It's 877 423 4746. And then the email for them is customer service DHS. Customer service DHS at at dhs.georgia.gov. It's customer service DHS at dhs.georgia.gov. Gov. Now, what you do is you introduce yourself is that you are a mother of how many children? How many children we talk about? Okay, you're a mother of three children who've been taken into foster care, but no one is helping you because you don't know the case number, you don't have the paperwork. You tried to talk to the clerk of the court, who's been no help at you, and you need to have some way of having contact and help to get your children back. You also can mention to them that you're indigenous and you cannot afford to hire a professional attorney.
Yes, sir.
And I'm trying to tell you that maybe these people can help you because you're dealing with, so they deal with everything. They deal with aging service, child support services, family and children services, which you are a part of the family and children services. And you're entitled to this help. And I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you.
Yes, sir.
So I want you to try that. Um, it's so hard to be discouraged and want to give up. And in your case, you've been talking to me a long time. It seems like you are a dog chasing its tail. You're just going in circles. Now, have you ever tried the Doge people yet? Have you tried them yet? They didn't.
We're going for because I just told them
Right.
to go on my birthday.
Now, when you call the two numbers, no one answered. No one answered. Now, have you called them more than once or twice? Well, you're the first person that has told me they cannot reach them because I've had people contact them, and I've tried the numbers myself. Oh boy. Yeah.
It's helpful.
Oh, good. That was what Dorothy was that Dorothy Cook? Yeah. Okay.
Little videos and compare my situation. Like I said, gives me any information, she tried her best to help me the best she can, but that's the only person that really been
Right.
helping me out. For justice too.
And then when you've called the Burke County Department of Family and Children Services, which is their CPS. Have you called that number?
Oh, CPS is working, but like I said, the supervisor, this is the supervisor. I worked with her before. I never gave her a hard time. She know me basically, but just the one time she worked with me, I was cooperating. She know this stuff. This is why I'm saying it's kind of like a stab in the back for the second time of her being in my case. And basically, what I'm kind of figuring out, all because I had a case before down here with them, and this is probably why they took my kids. But like I said, she know me though. She know my situation with my oldest son. She know my situation about the false allegations that he's be saying. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a stab in the back with her, especially after working with me for the first time. But like I said, I don't know why I had to go to court. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why I had to go through all this stuff. And I'm just really ready to shut that whole courtroom down to prove to the judge I was cooperating. I was doing everything they told me to do. Y'all took my kids for no reason. And then it's lack of some communication between me and my caseworker, knowing if I tell the judge that the judge gonna be like, they did tell you they were trying to contact you and do this or third. I got proof saying otherwise. They could tell you anything, but I got proof saying otherwise. My caseworker just want me to do exactly what she says. And then that's when I got my kids back. And since she has my kids, I don't have no choice but to do what she says. But the reasons, I don't know why the reasons why I have to listen to anything she's saying if she's not trying to listen to me about anything I'm trying to tell the judge. And this is why I say maybe if the judge would just hear me out and actually see how mean my caseworker is, he can ask me like, you've been going through this ever since pretty much April. You've been going through this ever since April, and you ain't been saying something. I tried to, you weren't listening to me. And like I said, and I'm trying to be as calm, as cool, and collect as by me talking to you, like how I'm talking to you. This is how I want to talk to the judge because I don't know the judge don't know me. And by me trying to get him to hear me out, it's kind of frustrating. And so yes, he's gonna hear frustrations in my voice. He's gonna hear that I'm aggravated. He's gonna hear that I'm just a mother trying her best to get her kids back, especially when everything is false allegations, everything is alleged, everything is hearsay, and you just didn't hear it, because it's 2008 story. You only heard that side, and you didn't even hear my side, and you said, bump this side, I'm going to do whatever I want to because I'm the judge. But, by me breaking this down to him, I'm like, if I break it down to him and how many times I got receipts on this stuff, he can lose his license. He can lose his license for doing exactly what the CPS people told him to do because he didn't read what he said. You feel what I'm saying? But that's on him. And that's why I said this is why I need an attorney because I need the transcript to show the judge this is what you said. It says, and contain dates with the court, whatever was going on, you can't change what you said. You can't on the oath or what you said. You can't change it up. Even though he says he can, but it's already written down. And I feel attacked because I'm a low term. I'm a mother of three and they can do whatever they want to. I feel attacked, and every time I try to reach out for help, they look at me like, well, you don't know anything about the law, so I can do whatever I want to. You just have to figure it out on your own. And that's what's kind of stressing me out because I had to do so much, Mr. Bob. And this is what brought me to your podcast. I don't want to look out for handouts. I really don't. And I don't want to be on your podcast begging for anybody to send me some money to help me get me a attorney. All I'm asking is for someone to please try to help me understand why the government system is doing that to family like me and others. You know what I'm saying? Some of the families just going through the same old situation through the whole in the whole world. But I'm just saying, I'm an innocent parent. I haven't done anything wrong, and it feel like I'm being pretty much blamed for something I'm not guilty for, and I have to prove myself not guilty. But I'm innocent until I prove it, and that's wrong. And if if you look at it, that's completely wrong. But in our generation, we've been going through that for hundreds and hundreds of years. We've been going through that for hundreds and hundreds of years, though. And I'm just trying to figure out why the system keep doing that to families like that. And that's why I constantly be on your podcast listening to other people, and I pray for other people because it's sad because people are losing their children in systems. I don't even know if you heard about that 3-year-old baby that died inside a heart car because somebody left him in the car for 5 hours. I don't know if you heard about that situation, but that's all over the news. So that's all this stuff is bothering me. And yes, he was inside CPS custody when the baby passed away inside the hot car. So, and I'm just worried about my kids' safety. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried they was better off with me than with somebody they don't know. That lady don't know nothing about my baby. And no telling who she is or what her background is. I don't know what her motive is to keeping my baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my caseworker not helping me, supervisor not helping me, police officers not helping me, the school system not helping me, the judge not helping me, and I'm trying to go over their head to talk to someone that can help me, but no one over their head is reaching out to me about anything, and it's kind of bothering me because now I'm back in this hole again, trying to figure out all the questions I've been asking for him since April. Why am I in this situation now? That's
Yeah.
all, Miss Bob. That's it. But I'm gonna keep you updated. Like I said, I got to August 28th to go to court. I'm gonna continue calling these folks that you told me to reach out to see if anybody can give me some information. It's just like right now,
Okay.
I'm
Have
just
you
trying to
have you
figure it
been
out.
have you been to the Burke County Social Service Department
Yes, I do.
located at 700 East Parker Road in uh, Morgan Morganton? Wait a minute. This is the wrong location. This is wrong. It says North.
Know which one to give them because only my kids is one of them little. See, my kids is on the letter day something. But
Oh, yeah, I understand that. Now, this is actually in Waynesboro, Georgia. That's the location. I had the wrong Burke County. There's a Burke County, North Carolina, but this is in Georgia. Now, they do you have the number for them? 554 554 7751. Okay. How about going down there in person? How about going down there in person and wait to speak to a supervisor? Well, if no, 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 I'm just okay. If the supervisor, then you say you want to speak to the manager. Have you asked for the manager? There, well, I'm looking at the hierarchy. I'm looking at the hierarchy. Hold on. Well, uh, um, yeah, hold on.
for real. Because everything can do something. That's all I do. I do what you say, wait a couple days later, come back, and it's still the same old thing, same old thing.
Well, if the manager's not available, here's the director. I'm going to give the director's name. Her name is Maka B. It's Makeeba. Well, you may have to call two or three times. It's well, here is the thing is they have a director, they have a manager, they have a supervisor, and they have the social worker. That is their hierarchy. Okay. Okay.
Let's go. What's going in my kitchen? This was like last month, the middle of last month.
Okay. Have I given you this number? How about this number? 877 423 4746. Do you have that number? Have you called that? No, 877 423 423 4. 4746, Carrie. 26. Now, when you send your information to Doge, did you email them? Right, but did you? Okay. You sent them an email and you heard nothing. Well, maybe you have to send a second or third time. I know it's a lot of work, but I think, oh boy. And you have gone down to the office where CPS is located, right?
Like I said, I'm gonna continue doing what you told me to do. I'm gonna keep reaching out to the those people. I'm gonna keep reaching out to the director.
Okay, now, right. What about, have you tried your your Congress people, your representative or your senator, your federal Congress people? Have you tried them? Yeah, well, that's a pretty bad place there in Burke County. I can only compare my experiences. I've gone before City Hall to fight issues. I have gone all the way to the top to have people help me. I've spoken to my governor before. Um, I've always been really successful going to the top people and making things happen. But it takes a special kind of individual to uh, to do that persistence, to do that persistence.
Situation is different.
Yeah,
Might be the same category, but
yeah.
different situation because
Well,
I had
we got time to work on this. I'm going to have to end my live stream because it's 11 o'clock, and my show is over at 11 o'clock. That doesn't mean you can't call me back tonight or tomorrow or the next night or whatever. As everybody knows, I'm on Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and on the weekends at 8 a.m. At nighttime, I'm on 7 o'clock every night of the week, all 7 days. Those times are given to you are Pacific Standard Time. Now, Carrie, you're 3 hours ahead of me. So you got to always add 3 hours to those times. Anyway, I do want to help you, Carrie. And I know that Miss Cook wants to help you too in North Carolina. She said a lot of things on here. I don't know if you're following along on the screen or not, but she's trying to help you also. She's trying to help you also. You can look at the recording of this last week. Okay, right. Well, you need to try the federal Congress people. the people that serve you in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. And those people in your Burke County, you need to get a hold of them. Now, what you do is that all you do is, let me see here.
Like I said, don't be so easy on the person that helped me out a whole lot. She really do.
There are two state senators. They're both gentlemen. One is Raphael Warnock. The other one is John Ossoff. Now, they have an office that you can contact them. They're on, um, Raphael Warnock looks like he's a young man, and so is Jocelyn Ossoff. But I would try to contact them and tell them the problem you're having. They're supposed to represent you. You're a citizen of Georgia. They're supposed to represent their citizens. Now, there are 14 representatives in Georgia. Georgia has representatives. So, and I got to find your district. What district are you in?
Okay.
Let's see. Enter an address in Georgia. Find her district. Okay. Oh, I got to put the address. Can you just give me the city? Can you do that? That you're like Waynesboro. I don't have Waynesboro. How do you spell Waynesboro? Okay, there we go. Oh boy, once an address, it's not going to take just a city. Oh God. Sometimes Google can be a well, they're going to want an address. I don't want to give your address out on the phone there. So there's 14 representatives that can help you. Anyway, there's 16 people that you can contact. And I know if I had your address, I can find the right representative. So there's actually 3 people that can help you. Uh right, right, right. Well, let me do this. We'll continue this. I got to say goodbye and thank everybody for first of all, I want to thank you, Carrie, for taking the time to deal with this and for uh um um and for me trying to help you because I really want to. But thank you for calling in. I want to thank Dorothy Cook, who has several names now. She has created Bless on Bless Cook. She is also K-Nex Cook. I guess you created a lot of YouTube profiles. Anyway, thank you, Amma Star. I forgot where you're from, Amma Star, but Calexum Cook. That's right. Calexum Cook is her Facebook account. Her YouTube is Bless Cook. Okay. And I want to thank the rest of you, the emojis I got today. Donna Yankosky, thank you. Amanda Blair, thank you. And Caleb's Cook, thank you. And a thumbs up from Donna Yankosky and Amanda Blair. Thank you all. And thank you all for listening. Now, I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. This is Friday night, August 1st. And there'll be a brief message from Mr. Davis. It's about Mr. Davis. Please listen. And so I want to make sure you all do not stop fighting for your family or getting your kids back. Keep fighting. God bless you. And this is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce him. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.